Welcome to another video lecture series on circuit analysis. I am Dr. Vinod. So, in this video, we are going to see about the problems on dependent source. So, the first question, this is a second question, sorry. And they are asked to find the I1 current and I2. So, by using the mesh analysis, 30 is equal to 15 I2 plus if this is current as 30 means I2 means the incoming current is I1 plus I2. So 30 into I1 plus I2. So if the current is minus I1 means this becomes plus 25 I1, right? So from this I can write, I'm going to add all the I2 terms and I1 term. So therefore I will get 45 I2 plus 55 I1. So this is about the first mesh loop. So I'm taking this one as 1. For the next loop I can write 20 is equal to, for the second loop, for this loop 20 is equal to 15 into I2 plus 30 into I1 plus I2. So on adding I will get 30 I1 45 I2 plus 45 I2. So this is my second equation. So I have two equations and two unknown terms. So from solving this quadratic equation, I will find the value of I1 as 0.4 and 0.177 amps. So if you see the first one and second equation, 45 it cancelled out. So for 55 I1 minus 30 I1 is 25 I1, that is equal to 10. So I1 is equal to 2 divided by 5, that is nothing but 0.4, right? So if we substitute that I1 value in either 1 or 2 equation, I can get the value of I2. So 4 is equal to 9 I2 plus 6 I1 on dividing the whole term by 5. So 4 is equal to 9 I2 plus 12 divided by 5. So 4 minus 12 divided by 5 is equal to 9 I2. So 8 divided by 5 is equal to 9 I2. So I2 is equal to 8 divided by 45. So on solving, you will get the answer as 0.177. So this is my second equation. Second question, they are asked to find the value of I. Okay. So if you apply the KCL, I can get I is equal to 30 amps. I plus 0.5 I is equal to 30. So 1.5 I is equal to 30. So I is equal to 30 divided by 1.5. So that is equal to 20 amps. So what is the power supplied by the independent source? Okay, so what is a independent source? Voltage source is 30. So P is equal to V into I. So it is 20 into 20. So it is 20, sorry, it is not 30. So I will get the answer as 400 watts. So the fourth question, for this question they are asked to find the Thevenin resistance, Thevenin voltage and Norton current. So to find the VTH, so it is not V1, okay. So I can write according to the Kirchhoff's current law, I1 is equal to 1 by 8 of V1 plus V1 divided by 8 and plus this current is 0. Okay, so I can write this one as 2 V1 divided by 8, that is equal to V1 by 4. So I'm applying the method is for the first loop. 6 is equal to 5 I1 plus V1. So I substitute the value of I1 is equal to V1 by 4 in this equation. So 6 is equal to 5 V1 divided by 4 plus V1. That is equal to 6 is equal to 9 V1 divided by 4. So 24 is equal to 9 V1. So V1 is equal to 8 divided by 3. That is equal to 2.66. So in order to find the value of I1, is substitute the value of V1. So I1 is equal to 2.66 divided by 4, that is equal to 0.666. Okay, so what is V1? V1 is equal to 7I1 plus VTH. Okay, so VTH is equal to 2.66, that is V1 minus 7 I1. So I1 is 0.66. So you substitute that value. So the answer is minus 2 volt. That is your VTH. And for the same question, they are asked to find the IEN. So you have to short circuit that output terminal in order to find the value of IEN. So now I can write I1 is equal to 1 by 8 of V1 plus V1 divided by 8 plus IN, right? So what is V1? V1 is equal to 7I1. The voltage across this dependent source is V1. So now we substitute that value in this equation. So I1 is equal to 2V1 divided by 8 plus IN. I1. Sorry. So I1 is IN is equal to I1 minus 2V1 divided by 8. So now I can write I1 minus 7I1 divided by 4. So that is equal to minus 3I1 divided by 4. That is equal to, that is your I1, right? So by applying the voltage mesh analysis, 6 is equal to 5I1 plus 7I1. So that is equal to 12I1, right? So I1 is equal to 0.5. Now we substitute in this equation. Minus 3 into 0.5 divided by 4, that is nothing but minus 3 divided by 8. That is measured in terms of amps. So that is equal to minus 0.375. So not to find the value of Thevenin's resistance, RTH is equal to VTH divided by IN. That is equal to, what is VTH? VTH is minus 2 and IN is minus 3 divided by 8. So we get the answer 60 divided by 3, that is nothing but 5.33 ohm. So next question, for this question they are asked to find the power supplied by all the sources, right, all the elements. So I'm going to take this current as I1, I2, I4 and I5. So what is I2? I2 is nothing but voltage across this one is 12 divided by the resistance 10. So we will get the answer as 1.2 amps. So what is now I1? So V1, they given this is voltage across this one, so it is V1. So once I find the value of I2, so I can write it as 4.8. So V1 is 12, I can write it as 448. So what is I1? I1 is equal to I2 plus 48, right? I2 is 1.2. So I can write 49.2 is your I1, right? So what is power supplied by the independent voltage source? 12 into 49.2, that is nothing but 590.4 watts. The power supplied by the independent voltage source. Okay, that is 12 volt source. Next, they are asked to find power supplied by the dependent voltage source. This is a dependent voltage source. So the voltage of this one is 4.8. So I need to find the value of I4, right? So what is 4.8 is the voltage across this one. So 4.8 divided by 8, get the current of I5, that is 1.2 divided by 2 is 0.6. That is your I5. And the total current is 40, that is gets split out into I4 plus 0.6. So I4 value is 47.4 now. Okay. So 4.8 into minus 47.4. Why minus means since I4 current is coming inside. So I want to find the supplied current. So it is minus 47.4. So answer is minus 227.52 watts is the answer. Next, the power supplied by the dependent current source. So here the voltage current is 48 and the voltage at this terminal is 12 and this is 4.8. So the difference is 7.2, right? So V is 7.2 and I is 48. So now we can see it is negative. Why it is negative means usually the voltage is this is represented as plus and minus, that is 7.2, but the current is in the opposite direction, flowing in the opposite direction. So plus means the arrow must be in the plus direction, but since it is in the opposite direction, so I can write it as minus 48 into 7 minus 48 into 7.2, that is my answer is minus 345.6 watts. Next, the power consumed or supplied by the resistor. Usually the power get consumed only. So the power consumed by the 10 ohm resistor is I square into R. So R value is 10. Now I need to find the value of 5. So here the current is I2. What is I2? 1.2 the whole square. So 1.44 into 10 is 14.4 watts. Next, the power supplied by the 8 ohm resistance. So that is I5 whole square into R. So I5 is 0.6, so whole square into 8. That is equal to 0.36 into 8. That is nothing but 2.88 watts. So they are asked to find the total power supplied by these consumed by this resistor. So P is equal to P10 plus P8, that is equal to 14.4 plus 2.88. That is nothing but 17.28 watts. So I hope this video is useful for you. So if you have any doubt, you ask in the comment section, and like this video and share with your friends and subscribe to the Easy Videos channel. Thank you.